It's a winter of aspirations, allegiance and affirmations.
ये तो कांग्रेस बोल रहा है. एटलीस्ट नंदी बाबा इन बैल का आशीर्वाद कांग्रेस पर है.
The discontent vocal.
राजस्थान में किसान बार बार बदल के देख रहा है, पर वही पान के ढाल के नीचे होता है. दोनों एक ही पार्टी है. किसान के बारे में कोई सी पार्टी नहीं सोची.
किसी सरकार में विश्वास नहीं है, ना मेरा किसी निर्दलीय से विश्वास है. मेरा किसी भी सरकार में विश्वास नहीं है. 2 बार वोट कर चुका हूँ.
क्या सोच के वोट डाल?
मैं नोटा में करता हूँ. मैं
The disquiet, silent. This election road is unpredictable, difficult to navigate, full of blind turns. A battle of prestige, honor, of retribution, where one hopes political history repeats itself, while the other attempts to change the hand of history.
And once again, a political dream brews in the state of Rajasthan in a contest which is fundamentally bipolar. It's a tale of two narratives, two very distinct narratives, where the stakes are high and the stakeholders too many.
And one of the main stakeholders is Congress leader, former Deputy Chief Minister, alleged rebel, sitting MLA from Tonk, Sachin Pilot. We reach his constituency of Tonk as we pass through a BJP sabha hijacked by Congress workers. If Congress bucks history and manages to come back to power, will Sachin Pilot finally get what he felt was stolen from him in 2018, the Chief Minister's chair?
बहुत अच्छा माहौल कांग्रेस के पक्ष में है. अभी निर्णय आपको करना है. 2 दल हैं, 2 विचारधाराएं हैं, और किस पार्टी की नीति, किस पार्टी की नीयत और किस पार्टी का नेतृत्व आपको ज्यादा पसंद है. पिछली बार जो बहुमत दिया उससे ज्यादा वोट दो तो मैं गांव से जाऊंगा तो यही बैठा नहीं.
Mr. Pilot, how's the campaign going?
It's going very well. We've got a good response from everywhere I've travelled, and I think we're well placed to repeat the Congress government in Rajasthan.
Would you be able to turn the hand of history because it gives BJP a natural edge?
That's true. It's not a natural edge. It's just historically, last 3 decades, Rajasthan has seen a revolving door policy where we have 5 years of Congress and 5 years of BJP. But I think this time people are weighing both the parties. They're looking at the performance, looking at the national politics. 10 years of BJP government in Delhi, the economic issues, unemployment issues, and I think we've got a lot of tailwind coming in from victories in Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh, and I think all the 4 states that go to poll here, including the one in Northeast, the Congress party will be able to form governments.
You know, your voice is going, I get that, so apologies, not a problem, apologies because we're making you speak and you have a lot of sabhas which are lined up. But having said that, what are your issues that you're going to the people with? Is it your 7 guarantees that you're talking of? And do you think they're going to catch?
I think it's multiple issues. So when we formed the government, we had a manifesto. And I can tell you that in 2018, when we went to the people, we had an agenda for Rajasthan, a blueprint, a roadmap. And I'm happy to say that we've been able to implement most of the promises we made. And now going forward, we have a commitment that people have faith in. Unlike the BJP, that was missing in Rajasthan. You see, for 5 years in Rajasthan, it was the opposition that was missing in action. We didn't see an opposition that was effective in a sense, or it was able to become the voice of the people. So I think people are weighing both the parties. It's a bipolar contest. It's always a 2-party election. So I think people are now willing to take that leap of faith and vote for the Congress one more time.
You know, the manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party mirrors what you have offered. If you've offered a 500 rupee cylinder, they're offering a 450 cylinder. You know, in terms of free bijli, they are offering more than what you're offering.
You see now, what stopped the BJP from giving this? In fact, what stopped the BJP from making the gas cylinder not 1100 rupees? It reached, the highest point ever. So price rise, inflation really have been going through the roof. Unemployment is a big issue. And to my mind, all these things are not going to gel with the people because they've had 10 full years to implement this at the national level. They've had governments in other states. It's only because we are doing some things, they're trying to, project the same sort of ideas, but they're not getting any traction amongst the voters. That's my sense.
Mr. Pilot, unsolicited feedback, but with what we're picking up from ground is there's a lot of polarization, and you can see that from at least the BJP leaders. The language is catching and there seems to be a divide. Do you think you'd be able to break through that?
See, they can try whatever they want. Ultimately, political parties should debate on agendas of development, jobs, distribution of wealth amongst all sections of society, agriculture, young people, futuristic agendas, But if you keep talking about emotive issues relating to religion and caste in communities, that can't be healthy for a democracy. I think people will be able to see through it. Now, how much the BJP may try to shift the agenda back to those contentious issues or polarizing issues, but people of India, the voters are mature, they will see through it. Ultimately, you want delivery, you want development, you want equitable growth, you want young people to have faith in the years that they will face. I don't think the BJP is able to capture that imagination and give those ideas. You can talk about things that may help you in the immediate future, but ultimately the voters of India are quite mature, and we've seen a change of mood across India also. I think 10 years of a BJP government in Delhi, it's also getting a bit monotonous. People are not believing the things that are being said, and that's why I believe that change is about to come.
But, how do you counter with that? Because there are sabhas all across Tonk, and you have Mr. Biduri who's actually touting a possible election being watched in Lahore. And this is an India-Pakistan match of sorts.
I know, but I think I don't want to talk about the Honourable Member of Parliament. He's become infamous for various reasons. But it's fine. I think they will try and do that. I'm talking about roads, buildings, school, education, insurance, healthcare, young people, jobs, investment, things that I think matter to the people. But the other people want to talk about India and Pakistan and Delhi and Lahore. It suits them. I think let the people reply on the 3rd of December when the results come out. No matter how much you try and create a divide, people are smart, people are mature, and they won't fall prey to this propaganda that's only self-serving in nature.
I'm going to ask you the last three questions. The last time around, Mr. Pilot, you were able to put together, by your own accord, because I remember I was in the eastern side of Rajasthan, social engineering. I'm sorry, I'm going to make you speak. Social engineering of sorts, where you enabled three communities to come together which hadn't voted together, especially in areas like Bharatpur, Karoli. This time around, do you think you'd be able to do the same? Because, you could take credit for that, but not this.
A few people give too much emphasis on caste calculations and communities coming together. I basically, as party president of Rajasthan, when we were really back to the wall in 2013, we got only...
But you did it in 2018.
We only had 21 MLAs, so we went from 21 to 5 folds, right?
Yeah.
That effort required people to get along. First, we had to motivate the workers, right? The people who are bleeding and sweating for you at the polling booth. They need to be taken to confidence, and then reach out to the public. The mass outreach program where you get all communities together, and I think Congress Party did really well in most of our state in Rajasthan, and that's why we were able to form the government. I still believe that people think the Congress is a better option, and the BJP is in a complete disarray. There is a lot of disaffection amongst...
Tell me, what's the challenges for you? What are your challenges which you see
It's history, like you rightly said. History says that no government comes back twice for 30 years. Now we have to break that trend. And records and trends are meant to be broken. We will do it. We'll do it unitedly. We'll do it jointly. And I think BJP is finding the campaigning is not taking off. They're trying really hard, but wo traction mil nahi pa raha hai.
I'm going to ask you one final question, which is a tad bit controversial. We had Mr. Gehlot and Ms. Priyanka Gandhi this morning, and we did pose a question to them on maybe the picture of unity in Rajasthan has come a tad bit too late. It should have happened earlier, where you, Mr. Gehlot, all standing in one picture.
I don't think a picture or two is as important as you make it out to be. What's more important is what is being done, what the party stands for, because no individual can afford to say that he or she is going to be doing everything. When I worked 5 years, we took everyone along, and it's only parties make governments. Governments don't make parties. The party is united and strong. people want a strong Congress. And how do you get a strong Congress? By winning state elections. How do you win state elections? By working together. And that's what I think we're all focused on.
If you see him doing it.
Of course he is. He also wants the Congress party to win. And so do I. And we're all working together. And no one person can do it. Make no mistake. No one person can do it. It has to be a team effort. We have to take everyone along. And I've committed myself to bringing the Congress party back to power. And what follows after that, we'll have to wait and see.
Do we have an idea what could follow after that if you do turn the hand of history, the Congress party?
I think what will happen is exactly what happens in every state, in every election, that once you secure a mandate, you get a majority, the MLAs and the leadership decide who will get what responsibility.
Do you see yourself as a CM face, sir?
I can't say anything right now because I don't know what the future holds. My first priority is to get past the halfway mark, to get a mandate, and then who knows what the future has.
Well, good luck with that. And how many safas do you wear in a day? We saw 3 sabas where you had a new one. How many?
In a day, could be 50, 70, 80.
How quick are you? Can you do this for us once on camera? Okay, I get it. I know.
Anyway.
It's about 20. All right, anyway. Good luck, sir. Good luck.
The sitting MLA from Tonk has a long night ahead, not just to secure his constituency, but also to make sure this time around he secures his position in his party and in his state. As day breaks, not far away from Sachin Pilot, another leader looking to secure his position is BJP's Rajasthan Singh Rathore, sitting Member of Parliament from Jaipur Rural Constituency. He is now in the fray for a Vidhan Sabha election from Jotwada.
कर्नल साहब जिस स्पीड से साफा बांध रहे हैं उसी स्पीड से विकास होगा ये विश्वास दिलाना चाह रहे हैं।
अब एक प्रश्न पूछता हूं मैं, यहाँ मीडिया भी है, आप सभी जनता है, मोदी जी पे विश्वास किस किस को है? हाथ खड़ा करके बताइए, मोदी जी पे विश्वास किस किस को है? बोलिए भारत माता की।
How's the campaign going?
Campaign is going very nice. It's good fun. I've been campaigning for the last 55 days because mine was one of the initial announcements. So we've been on in the campaign. It's great fun meeting loads of people, being amongst them, and the fact that we are winning and we're winning hands down in the entire state, which also gives us a great amount of confidence.
Mr. Rathore, the fact that you fought an MP election first, we heard you in the speech as well. This is an MLA election. Is this a tad bit more difficult than fighting a Lok Sabha election?
No, the degree of difficulty, you can't compare these things in terms of degree of difficulty. It's just a different playing field. The game is different. That's about all. But both are fun.
What's the difference this time?
Okay. So, in the MLA elections is the amount of the layers which you have to go deep. You have to touch every single person. So, in my campaign, I'm going to every single dhani. I'm trying to meet every single person. And it's much greater interaction. So, that is the main difference. In the Lok Sabha elections, your MLAs and your cadre is fighting. And you are touching everybody just at the surface level.
Right. Taking off from there, an election for an MP, a Lok Sabha election for the Bharatiya Janata Party is a lot about the Prime Minister and Modi. You invoked him a couple of times right now in your speech. But this election is going to be you. It's all about you and your connect with the people.
Not really. So the point is that if the country has to move ahead, there is a demarcation of responsibility for the state and the center. For example, water, education, sports is a state subject, right? So the center can allot funds for it, the center can make schemes for it, but at the end of the day, it is the state that has to execute it.
Right.
For a lot of schemes, the state is responsible to execute it. That is the difference. So when Prime Minister wants this country to move ahead, and he sends, for example, funds for Jal Jeevan Mission to Rajasthan, and he sends 29,000 crores to Rajasthan, and it doesn't get utilized. Only 8,000 crore gets used, and even in that, there is massive amount of corruption. Water has not reached these places. Prime Minister had given a deadline of 2024. but the water is not reached. So therefore, it is equally important for the Prime Minister, if people have to give strength to the Prime Minister, then a government that works in sync with the central government is extremely important. The entire country is in support of Prime Minister, and therefore this election is as important as the national election for schemes to reach these people.
Last two questions I'm going to take, Colonel Rathore. You've been charged by the incumbent government, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party, of them setting the narrative and you following it up in terms of your manifesto seems or reads like, as per them, a copy of the Congress schemes. If they're offering 500 for cylinder, you're offering 450. If you're offering X amount of money to the women, they're offering more. So they're saying it's a copy of that, one. The other charge that you're being leveled with is you're running a campaign of polarization while they are talking about development.
Oh, that's very interesting. And I'm glad that you brought up this question, because you brought it up because people would want to know the answer to this. So the answer is very simple. If you give, let's say, PM Kisan Samman Nidhi, the 6,000 rupees that goes to the farmers, immediately after you come into power, right? That is different than you offering them money 2 months before the election. If you give them free gas cylinders and free gas immediately after you come into power, it is different than giving them after registration, right? And I'll explain that right now, 2 months before the elections. If you provide them, say, laptops or anything, digital connectivity in the entire country, which is at an unprecedented high speed, as soon as you come into power, and you bring down the cost of data to the barest minimum in the entire world, immediately after coming to power, it's different than you distributing mobile phones 2 months before your elections. Got the difference? That is a massive difference. So, interestingly, people must hear this. The Congress government, 2 months before the election, says, we will provide you 100 units of free electricity.
And 2,000 for farmers. 2,000 units for farmers.
2,000 units for farmers, 100 units of free electricity. If you register with us, very nice, fantastic. Are people not registered? Every bill is as per mobile phone. So every client who gets electricity is registered. But they say, no, you come and register with us. Us means Congress. And so in gas cylinders, 65 lakh gas cylinders, 65 lakh people are receiving gas connection in Rajasthan. Only 14 lakh got registered with Congress, which means the Congress will give only 14 lakh people, those who are in a way accepting Congress membership. Is that how government of Rajasthan?
You're saying it's a bribe.
It's a bribe. It's an absolute bribe. Now we come to the polarization. Lovely question. It is the Rajasthan government that issues a letter, an official letter, which says that there will be no electricity shortage of supply because so-and-so community is having a festival, right? At the same time, Ram Navami was also happening. But the Congress government they could have easily said for Ram Navami and for this festival, there should not be any electricity short supply. But when a government offers a letter, issues a letter like this, it is appeasement. When Congress government says, we are offering pattas, we are offering land to all the Maulvis, it is appeasement. If you say we are offering pattas and land to all the religious teachers, we can understand it. When the Congress government brings down the Ram Darbar at Salasar and brings down the Shiv temple, which is 300 years old, by a bulldozer, it is incorrect, because that is not the way to remove a religious place. And there are enormous number of examples like this. PFI, a banned organization, marches in Rajasthan in police protection. But when Ram Navami is being celebrated, the Rajasthan government imposes section 144. You have to take permission कि भजन कौन सा बजेगा, which hymn is going to. भजन कौन सा बजेगा, इसकी अनुमति लेनी पड़ेगी अब राजस्थान सरकार से. इतना तो अंग्रेजों ने भी नहीं करा. तो शुरू किसने करा है? अच्छा, ये भी और बता देता हूँ. सनातन धर्म डेंगू है, सनातन धर्म मलेरिया है, ये हमने कहा क्या? किसने कहा और क्यों कहा? The water that has to go to every household does not separate out any of the religious communities. It goes to everyone. When PM Awas has to be made, it goes to everyone. We are not talking about polarization.
But Colonel Rathore, you are, in terms of so many of your top leadership have spoken of this is a match between India and Pakistan. It's about Lahore people will be watching what happens in Rajasthan. यहाँ पर ढांचा गिराना है. This kind of language is being used by your leaders as well, sir.
No, I don't know who's speaking. But anyway, I can't be defending a statement. I don't even know the statements. ये जो राहुल गांधी की पार्टी है, ये जेएनयू के अंदर जो टुकड़े टुकड़े गैंग के उसके खड़ी थी या नहीं थी? खड़ी थी वहां पर. क्यों गई थी? ये अफजल गुरु जिसको फांसी लगाई गई इस देश के खिलाफ विद्रोह करने के लिए, उसके साथ खड़ी हुई थी या नहीं खड़ी हुई थी? तो जो पाकिस्तान जो भाषा बोलता है वही भाषा ये कांग्रेस पार्टी बोलती है. तो हम अगर कोई बोल भी रहा है कि इस चुनाव को जहां ये कांग्रेस भारतीय जनता पार्टी को ध्वस्त करना चाहती है उसमें पाकिस्तान का इंटरेस्ट है, तो इसमें गलत कोई बात भी नहीं है. अगर चाइना के साथ ये एमओयू करते हैं, ये पॉलिटिकल पार्टी जाकर चाइना के पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के साथ एक एमओयू करती है, गुप्त एमओयू करती है, वो एमओयू क्यों करा? क्या आपकी हैसियत है? क्या आपके पास कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अथॉरिटी है एक एमओयू करने की? अगर आप चाइना के साथ जाकर हाथ मिला रहे हैं पीठ पीछे, भारत के पीठ पीछे, तो ये हम जरूर बोलेंगे कि देश के जो दुश्मन है, आज देश की जो मजबूत सरकार है उसके खिलाफ आपके साथ खड़े हैं और इसीलिए कांग्रेस को हराना है. कोई गलत बात भी नहीं है. वैसे मैंने बोला नहीं है, लेकिन मैं बोलता हूं, अभी बोलता हूं, कोई गलत बात नहीं है.
Last question. If your party comes to power, who do you see as the chief ministerial face? Are you in the frame?
No, I'm not. No, एक मिनट. This question
Has been asked a lot of times.
This question is wrongly being addressed to me.
It's your party.
I'm a soldier. I'm a sportsman. In both these things, my focus is my immediate target, right? My focus, which has been given by my leadership, is Jodhwada. And therefore, I can tell you that we are winning hands down. भारतीय जनता पार्टी जोटवाड़ा में बिल्कुल निश्चित रूप से जीत रही है. हमारा कोई प्रतिद्वंदी नहीं है.
Good luck, sir.
It's a tough fight for him, facing opposition not just from the Congress, but also from the local ground level cadre of the BJP. As we leave Jotwada towards the Marwar region, we pass through a BJP sabha where the chief guest is one of the most popular campaigners for the party, the bulldozer.